Dolphins fans, welcome in to this edition of the Dolphins Today mailbag. I am Will Scott answering your questions here on Dolphins Live, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our award-winning Dolphins mailbags. Award-winning, isn't that right, producer Jeremy Chugg? So be sure to subscribe. We're live every Thursday. Went live on Wednesday this week, a little bit different. We're only live every Thursday. Subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our live shows which feature these mailbags. John Ruiz has a great question. How will the wind affect the field goals in Buffalo for Jason Sanders? Well, John, they're certainly going to affect him a lot, and it really affects a lot of different players in this game, the weather. But you mentioned the wind. The wind gusts could get up to 30 miles per hour, projected to be between 15 and 30 miles per hour. So, yeah, that's never easy for a kicker. I mean, you see all those viral videos where the ball's going all over the place in the wind. So Sanders will have to adjust, but, he's a professional kicker. He's going to be able to, hopefully adjust accordingly. And give Sanders a lot of credit. He's been a lot better after the bye week. Batman, cut Byron and use that money for Barkley. So if they cut Byron Jones post-June 1st, they save $14 million. The dead cap also would not be as high. I would love Saquon Barkley in Miami. I think this year has proven that you probably need to add a running back in the offseason, whether that's in the draft or in free agency. Saquon's my number one free agent target. Skitmaster, how valuable is Gesicki, and is he good or bad? He doesn't have any catches in the last 3 games. I mean, it's crazy. They've not utilized him. I've been disappointed in that. Hopefully they get him more involved this week, but it's just kind of been proven that he's not really a good fit in McDaniel's offense. Catch up. If we beat the Bills, does that mean division champs? Even if we beat Buffalo, and this is according to the New York Times playoff predictor, there's only a 20% chance that the Dolphins win the division. So they're going to need some help. They're 2 games back of Buffalo right now, so a win still would not necessarily put you in position to win the division. If they do beat Buffalo, 80% chance, 83% chance to make the playoffs, 20% chance to win the division, 61% chance to make the playoffs if you lose to Buffalo, and your division chances would pretty much be over. What is the percent chance that the Dolphins win the AFC East? Going into this weekend's game, I'm not saying if they win or they lose this weekend. Go down to the comment section. I'd say 10, 15%. It's not very high, but I'll be feeling much better about the Dolphins' chances to win the East if they win this weekend. Chad Jones says, I believe Miami is going to need another cornerback. Yeah, I would agree. It is worth noting that Kalen Barnes was poached off the Dolphins practice squad by the Minnesota Vikings. So that's disappointing. I would have liked to have seen him. He ran like a 4.3 at the NFL Combine. Malcolm Butler still available in free agency. I know we talked about the possibility of signing Richard Sherman last week. They seem to feel pretty good about the corner room. Kader Kohou's been good, but if Kohou gets hurt, which he was limited in practice this week, then you're in big trouble there. So I would agree, Chad. You need a little bit more depth there. Want to tell you about our friends over at Fetch because they are sponsoring today's show. It is the free app that allows you to scan your receipts and turn those receipts into points that can then be redeemed at your favorite online stores and retailers, or just, stores in general as well. Super easy to use. Use the app to snap a photo of your receipts from purchases from any store, or click the e-receipt option, and Fetch can connect to your Amazon account, and you'll earn points for all shipped orders, plus connect your email to earn points for every e-receipt you receive from Uber, Instacart, or any purchase you make online. Those points then can be redeemed for gift cards at your favorite stores and restaurants. Fetch is available on iPhone and Android. Use our link, chatsports.com/fetch, enter promo code chat, and sign up for 5,000 points when you scan your first receipt. That's the equivalent of a free $5 gift card to get started. It's a free app. The 5,000 points, they're only available for a limited time. Go and take advantage. That's the link, promo code chat. And it's crazy, but you can, when you super chat, you can turn those into points. You're listening, Chad Jones? When you super chat, you can turn those into points on Fetch. That's a really cool thing that you can do. Chatsports.com/fetch. Winland Witt, what's up? Any chance to get the Georgia defensive coach? If you're talking about the defensive coordinator, that is Will Muschamp. He's a pretty big name. He was a head coach in college at Florida and South Carolina. I don't really see him as much of a candidate for the Dolphins defensive coordinator job. There are 2 college DCs, though, that are, I should say, potentially available. Matt House from LSU is the name I'm looking at, as well as Jim Leonard, who was the interim head coach at Wisconsin. Those are the 2 guys I'm looking at to maybe replace Boyer if they let Boyer go. Brent Seigel, what team would you not want to face in the playoffs? Man, that's a great question. If we're talking about wild card round, let's say things kind of stay where it is, I don't think I'd want to face the Chiefs first round. If we were to play the Titans first round, the Dolphins are winning that game. Ravens would be tight. I think they're the better football team. I actually think the Bengals are going to win that division. But I don't want to play the Chiefs first round. If you're talking about in general, it probably still is the Chiefs. I think we could beat Buffalo in the playoffs. I really do. What team do you least want to play in the playoffs? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. Bills, Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens. Go down. Let me know. A lot of good teams in the AFC. The AFC is loaded. Really anyone could come out of that conference. Karan, what's up? One of our most loyal subscribers. Is it just me, or do I want to see do I want to see the Dolphins bring some new colors into the mix and use their jersey game? I think they need to go back to the throwbacks, Karan. I've been saying this for years. They got to go back to the wrong side. They got to go back to these throwbacks. I love the throwbacks. The throwbacks need to be the permanent uniforms. Mike Viola with a great question. Will we see Eric Fisher on Saturday? He was active against the Chargers, but he did not play. That was not a surprise because he just signed a couple days prior to that game. But yes, I do believe we're going to see Eric Fisher on Saturday, and I believe he will be starting. They gave him $1.2 million for this season alone. William Woodburn, best possible 2023 draft scenario for the Fins. It's that a good running back falls to us in the second round. Could be Blake Corum, could be Sean Tucker, but I really want a good running back to fall to us in round 2. Hopefully it happens because they need to draft a running back if they don't sign a guy like Saquon Barkley in free agency. Jake Malone, are you worried about the Dolphins if they have to play in cold weather? Yeah, I mean, historically the Dolphins are just not very good in the cold, which makes some sense. They are in Miami and not used to the cold weather. There's going to be freezing temps, 28 degrees. You have wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour potentially, and 2 to 4 inches of snow in the forecast. So that's going to be tough, but it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that football game. Brian Gonzalez, should we draft Devin Akini in round 3? The Texas A&M running back. He's really good. He's really, really good. Yeah, maybe even in round 2, Brian, if he's still there. I was at that game against LSU. The guy's a problem. He's a big problem. So, yeah, he's another guy I'm looking at. This running back class is very talented. You should draft a running back. Donnie Butler Jr., should Dolphins get Lamar because Lamar and Tyreek will be a good duo because Lamar can run and throw? No. First of all, we don't have a first-round pick. We came into the season with 2 first-round picks. We don't have a first-round pick now. So Lamar Jackson's not realistic, but Tua has been solid all year, man. I'm not overreacting to that last performance. I want Tua to be the guy for years to come. Six Field Artillery, what's up? Will the Dolphins play in their white jerseys? I hope not in the snow. Might be an advantage. I don't know. Maybe the Bills will get confused. We'll see. I'd be a little bit surprised if they're playing in the whites. Hopefully the throwbacks on Saturday bring some good vibes to the team. Appreciate everyone watching. If you did not get a question on the mailbag, I'm on Twitter at WillScott44, also on IG at WillieFence.